Hello everyone, my name is Restu Prasetyo and I'm from Binasarana Informatika University. Today I'm going to explain two things in this video. First, I will share my opinion about the football match between Indonesia and Bahrain in the 2026 World Cup AFC qualification. Second, I will explain what the question words is and how to use it. Now, I'm going to share my opinion about the Indonesia versus Bahrain match. So, on October 10th, 2024, there was a 2026 World Cup AFC qualification match between Indonesia and Bahrain. In that match, there was a referee that I really didn't like. Why? Because he created several controversies during the match. His name is Ahmed Alkaf. First, when an Indonesian player scored the first goal, Ahmed Alkaf checked the VAR for a very long time, around 3 minutes. It caused the match to stop for quite a while, even though in the end the goal was still counted as valid. I suspect that the referee did this just to look for any mistakes in that goal. Second, near the end of the match, there were 6 minutes of injury time. Since a football match lasts 90 minutes plus 6 minutes, it should have ended at the 96th minute. Unfortunately, after 96 minutes, the referee did not blow the whistle, and the game continued until Bahrain scored a goal, ending the match at 99 minutes in total. I started to wonder whether he ever went to school or not, because if he did, then 90 plus 6 will be 96, not 99. That's why many memes appear with the phrase 90 plus 6 equal 99 to mock Ahmed Alkaf. In this match, Indonesia and Bahrain both earned 2 points. I started to think that all the problems caused by the referee were intentional, possibly to make sure Bahrain will not lose that match. Now, let's talk about something fun. The question words. We use question words every day when we talk to people. For example, when we ask, "What is your name?" "Where do you live?" or "Why are you happy today?" Question words help us get specific information, not just a yes or no answer. Let's look at the main question words one by one. The first question word is what. We use what to ask about things, objects, actions, or general information. It's one of the most common question words in English because it can be used in many different ways. For example, what is your name? This question asks about a person's name. What are you doing? This one asks about an action. What color do you like? This question asks about a preference. So, what helps us get specific details about something we don't know yet? The second question word is where. We use where to ask about places or locations. It helps us find out the position or destination of someone or something. For example, where do you live? This question asks about a person's home. Where are you going? This one asks about a destination. Where is my pen? This question asks about the location of an object. So if your question is about a place or direction, you can use where. The third question word is when. We use when to ask about time when something happens or will happen. It helps us get information about dates, days, moments, or time periods. For example, when is your birthday? This question asks about a specific day. When do you go to school? This one asks about a regular time. When will the meeting start? This question asks about a future time. So, when always relates to time or schedule in a sentence. The fourth question word is who. We use who to ask about people, someone who does something, or someone being talked about. For example, who is your teacher? This question asks about a person's identity. Who made this cake? This one asks about the person who did an action. Who is your best friend? This question asks about a relationship or identity. So, when you expect the answer to be a person's name or a pronoun, like she, he, or they, use who. The fifth question word is why. We use why to ask about reasons or causes. It helps us understand why something happens or why someone does something. For example, why do you study English? This question asks about motivation or purpose. Why is the sky blue? This one asks for an explanation. Usually, the answer to why begins with because. The last question word is how. We use how to ask about the way, the method, or the condition of something. For example, how are you today? This question asks about a condition or feeling. How do you go to school? This one asks about the method or transportation. We can also combine how with other words to make more specific questions, such as how many, to ask about countable things, how old, to ask about age, how far, to ask about distance. So, how helps us understand the way, the amount, or the state of something. Question words are the keys to communication. They help us learn and understand the world around us. Thank you for your attention.